everybody, and welcome to the Video Game Choo Choo Podcast. I'm your host, John. And we're ready to talk about video games. It is still real rough out there, but in here, inside, indoors, we're playing games. We're talking about games, we're thinking about them. It's still happening these days. A lot of games came out last week, and, we talked about them, and, we were able to play them for a little bit, but it's been a week. We've had our hands on it. We've thought about it. We have opinions. So, I am joined by two fellow opinion havers. Chris, you are here.
I am here.
Yes, and
I'm excited to,
You have opinions?
I have many opinions about video games, and all of them are mashing X about 1,000 times.
Wonderful. Rose, you're here.
Hi, I'm here, yes. I always have opinions, as you know.
Yes, that's good, that's fine. Folks, there's so many opinions that I'm ready to share. But I think you all should share those opinions beforehand, because, we're going to spread it out a little bit. We're spreading the opinions. Should we go in the same order that we went last time? Maybe we could do the Neo, the Doom, and the Animal Crossing in the same order, just to, keep some consistency on this fucking podcast.
Whoa.
I
mean, yeah, I'm good with that.
All right.
Sure.
Chris, you played Neo 2? I think, Rose, you did as well. Do y'all want to talk about Neo 2 real quick? We could just hop right into it, because, that's the kind of shit that we're going up for.
I am way too into Neo 2. I mean, I'm only to, the third area, but because I'm not good at this kind of video game. But now that I'm getting good, I'm trucking through levels, and God, it feels so good to just whip dudes with my chain sickle and frickin' pull them back to me and nail out a huge combo that heals me and then throw a snake at them, and God, it feels good.
What else is going on with Neo, though? Was there any big developments going on in the world? Any crazy story that you've run into?
Well, it takes place during the time of the Nobunaga.
The Nobunaga.
Yeah, it's a prequel to Neo 1. So it's all the, warring states, the Sengoku period, when that guy was going crazy.
Yeah, that dude was just going hog wild.
Yeah, he was out of control. No one knew what to do with him.
He just went ham.
He really did, though. And, I'm only on the second area still, because I'm, 100%ing everything, before I move on, because I did not do that in Neo 1, even though I played it a lot of times in a row, so, this time around I want to, try to cover everything.
Yeah, that's kind of me in the same boat, why I'm only to the third area, despite, playing, 3 to 5 hours a day.
Wow.
Where it's just, it didn't help that the first level, my first time through, took me 6 hours to beat.
Well, yeah, getting used to it. Did you play Neo 1?
I did.
Okay.
I did. It felt like the difficulty curve was literally, you finished Neo 1, now start on Neo 2.
Yeah,
because holy shit, every time the big, now they're super easy for me, but every time the big monkey dudes would show up at the beginning.
Yeah, those guys.
It was just just give the red sword guys, those are easy, but the big monkey dudes were a pain in the ass until now. Now it's just the frickin' big hammer Ipondotara that makes me infuriated every time they show up, grab my face, and smash me into the ground over and over again until I die.
I think something I've really appreciated as someone who went hard on Neo 1 is the new weapon, the Switchglaive. So I used a bunch of weapons in Neo 1, but I never really switched the forms up that much. It was always sort of I like how this form's moveset is. Every weapon has 3 forms or whatever, high, mid, medium, and low, for people who don't know. And I just sort of stuck to one. Like with the Kusarigama, I was just like, okay, so that's like a ball chain with like a sickle.
Yeah, that's
And
my weapon of choice.
it's great.
High
stance.
attack fucking Kusarigama
Yeah.
is so good. Or low stance axe is
Yeah.
wild.
So, like, I was using weapons a lot like that, where I would just be like, I like this specific stance with it. I'm just going to do this over and over again. Basically, I found what I would do, and I would carry 2 weapons that each had, like, a stance I associated with it. But I've been using the Switchglaive as my main weapon, and that's really helped, like, open up my mind to using all 3 stances on the weapons. Because that weapon encourages you to. Basically, it's like, your low stance with that weapon is a guillotine blade. The middle stance is like a spear, and then the high stance is like a scythe.
Badass scythe.
Yeah. So it's like they all have like very different movesets, and that like for some reason using this specifically where they're so different from all each other has really like made me go, oh, okay, I know how to use this on the other weapons now, and it's really made the other weapons feel really cool and different from Neo 1.
Yeah, like, I mean, Neo 1, I used the Kusarigama pretty much the whole way through, and I've been doing that with 2 as well, just because it's such a fun weapon.
That's great.
You fucking open your combo with the yank, bring him in, nail a full combo, and then still have enough energy left to do a couple of backdashes to get away from the counterattack. It feels so good. Oh. And of course, like, just the equipment abilities, all my stuff is built so high stance does health drain, like, restores my health, so I'm just constantly at full health fighting enemies. It's great.
It's interesting. So, yeah, do you expect, both of you, do you expect yourselves to play through the entire game and, like, see everything that's going on with that, or is it, Is it really still gripping you, or Souls like still gripping you? Because I've been seeing, I've been seeing a lot of people being like, yeah, like this is a good game, but holy shit, these games are just like the same thing still, and I'm getting sick of it. Are you all like not sick of it still?
No, not at all.
Yeah,
like
I think
this
I'm
game.
immune.
Yeah, I'm gonna be platinum trophy.
Yeah, I think so too.
I am way hard into it. I just keep going back. Like, I should, like, there are days I've been, like, incredibly frustrated, and it's still just like, nope, I'm jumping back in, and you crawl over that wall, and it feels so damn good.
Sure.
Especially, like, I like the way they break it up more than I like Dark Souls. I actually like that it's level-based, so I can go back to a thing if I want.
That's cool.
Or I can just, it's like, okay, I'm just going to finish one level and then stop for today.
Yeah.
Or a level and a couple of side quests and then I'm done. And it's helped me, like, put a limit on my time in the game rather than continue to... Like, Bloodborne, I think I put, like, a couple of, like, 15-hour days into just because I was, like, hardcore into it. Where this, it's just like, no, it's easy for me to just put it down. I finished the stage. Yes. Put it down. Gonna go play something else.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's very different enough from Souls games specifically. Like, even if it's the aesthetics and sensibilities of a lot of Souls game stuff, it is much more Ninja Gaiden-y. And, like, the combat is more like a character action game almost than a fucking Dark Souls game. And, like, Dark Souls games feel more like a big adventure, I guess, to me, at least. It feels like a big, like, explorative, like, like, it feels like a novel, I guess. That's how I would describe Dark Souls. So it's like, when I play a Dark Souls game, I know what I'm getting into, and I'm just like, alright, I'm gonna, like, follow this path, and it'll be like, yep, okay, hitting all the beats. But, like, with Neo 2, it's like, all these missions can be, like, pretty different from each other, and, like, it's just very, like, arcadey in a way that Dark Souls games are not, and I really appreciate that. I think that's what's made me not be sick of it, because I was already getting sick of Dark Souls 3. Like, I like Dark Souls 3, but it was very much like, okay, guys, I get it. Like, I think I was, like, just so impressed by Bloodborne, and then to have them go back to that stuff, like, not really evolve anything was like, But like this is a big evolution off of Neo 1 in a way that like the Souls games never did. Like the new
It feels similar but totally different.
Yeah.
Like it feels like it's the same game, like not the same game. Like
it's like just having those like moves that you get from the monsters and stuff is just like a completely different feel, because it's like now in combat when you're like, oh fuck, I'm fucked, you just have like a bunch of like two buttons, well 4 buttons later that you can set to that basically are like okay, here's how I deal with this situation, and you can set it to be whatever you want, and I think that's cool.
Like, really I've fun. Got a level 20 snake thing. I'm still using it when all my other souls are, like, level 60. Because it's just like, oh, I send out the snake boss and it comes back and wraps people up and does tons of damage and saves me so many times.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to talk about with regards to Neo?
I think that's pretty much everything. Like, I covered a lot last week, I think. So it's like, you get it. Okay. It's good.
Sure. All right. Let's see here. I'll throw in some news. How about that? There's some fucking wild news that went on recently with regards to Sega. There was a teaser like a week or two ago that...
I'm just gonna cry now.
Yeah, it kind of looked like something to do with Virtua Fighter. It was a guy in like a karate gi, and you know, people were like, "Oh shit, is that Virtua Fighter? Is that the guy from Virtua Fighter?"
And there was a 6 on it. I mean, I know they were saying, "Hey, we're going to announce this thing in 6 days," but still, and fuck you.
It's also, I think, for the 60th anniversary of Sega. So yeah. Turns out what they're doing is they're doing some new advertisements with the in-universe son of Segata Sanshiro, whose name is Sega Shiro. And he's actually the real-life son of the man who played Segata Sanshiro. The actor's name is Maito Fujioka, and the Segata Sanshiro is Hiroshi Fujioka, who... some of you may now, especially now that it's like way easier to watch legally in America, play the original Kamen Rider. So yeah, Segata Sanshiro.
Oh shit!
Yeah, was also the original Kamen Rider. We don't really know what's going on with this new character. All he does is he just like shows up in places and says "Segata yo," and is like all handsome, and everyone's like, "Oh wow, he's handsome," and like that's all that happened so far.
So he's definitely just Segata Sanshiro.
Kinda. He's not like doing judo throws or anything like that.
He doesn't have a cool theme song yet?
Not yet, but it does say that there is special content planned on June 3rd, which is the official 60th anniversary, so maybe he will start judo throwing people then, or maybe Segata Sanshiro will come back from space, because... If you all don't remember, Segata Sanshiro was canonically killed when the Dreamcast came out because a missile was fired at Sega headquarters and he caught it and brought it up into space. So maybe he'll come back. I don't know. Maybe he'll return. God. I mean, you know, he only saved Sega for a short amount of time anyway because the Dreamcast took him down all the way. But you know. We'll see. 60 years, though, for Sega. That's pretty crazy to think about.
That's a lot of Sonic.
I mean, you know, they've been around
Not enough.
Yeah, I guess so. Still kind of shocked that they haven't announced a new Sonic game for this year, but, you know, who knows? Maybe that's when they'll announce this. Maybe Sega Shiro will show up, and he'll be like, Segatayo! And he'll show off a new Sonic game. Maybe that's
what's the craziest shit that Sega has said in recent times to me?
Which is it?
When they announced Sonic Forces and Sonic Mania, when they had that big concert, do you remember that?
I do remember that.
Yeah.
All right. They had a Q&A panel,
yes.
And someone asked, when are you going to make Sonic Adventure 3? And they were all dumbfounded that people wanted that. And I have never seen, like, a bigger disconnect from reality, I don't think, of, like... What is with these developers who don't know, like, people have wanted Sonic Adventure 3 for, like, years, man.
I don't know.
Like, how could you be the people who make Sonic and think like, oh no, well actually they don't have any self-awareness. What am I saying?
Yeah.
I mean, well, there's that, and there's also just, like, who the hell knows, like, how Japan is? Because, I mean, you know, I don't know, this might be, just from what I've heard, this is just from what I've heard. If this is wrong, please feel free to correct me. But I have just heard from people that, like, not a lot of video game fans in Japan, like, speak up about what they want. And, you know, like, or at the very least, like, speak up directly to, like, the developers. And so, like, when developers come over to America and they hear, like, Americans, like, directly being like, we want this, they're usually pretty shocked. Like, for example, there was a story that I heard about, how the Zelda developers came over for an American, just like, I don't remember if it was PAX or something, but it was some convention, and a bunch of Americans, like, talked about what they liked and didn't like about Zelda games, and then they took that into consideration, and that's when A Link Between Worlds was made, and that's, like, what they did. They were like, oh, people want to, like, have more freedom with their items, they want more freedom to do dungeons in different ways. Okay, let's do that.
They want another good Zelda game, like Link to the Past, unlike all the other ones they make?
Yeah, so, I mean, you know, that's just, it just seems like a, kind of like a social disconnect, and, you know, it's fine, that's just how things are, but also, you know, I'm sure that people just haven't said they wanted a Sonic Adventure 3 in Japan, but, you know, if people brought it up over here, maybe it'll happen.
Here's hoping.
Yeah.
You could use another good 3D Sonic game, or a good 3D Sonic game.
Hey, listen.
What?
I think there are several good 3D Sonic games. I'm the Sonic
Defender. Which ones are they?
Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah.
And then I like Sonic Forces a lot, actually. I think Sonic Unleashed is halfway okay. Again, this has heavily been covered. And Sonic 06 is one of the best games ever made.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That all checks out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Mm-hmm. Somehow I didn't think it would get more controversial than me saying the only good Zelda game is Link to the Past.
That's not too controversial. I think it's either you either say Ocarina or that, right? And those people fight to the death in the streets.
Yes, we should. Let's all fight to the death in the streets like it was Anchorman.
I'm the person who says Skyward Sword, and I'm on a rooftop somewhere far away, and no one wants to fight with me because they're too scared.
Yeah, understandable. Well, you got strong opinions about, you know, a game that you're allowed to love.
Yeah.
I'm only going to go into Doom for like a minute, because I wrote a whole goddamn review, and that's going to be up on the site by the time you are listening to this. So check that out. But I'll just run over how I feel about it, and I guess we could discuss a little bit. I personally really like Doom Eternal. I think it's fantastic. But the thing about it is that it is not just a sequel to Doom 2016. They really tried something new. And if you don't want to play that game the way that id wants you to play it, you're going to have a really rough time, and it's going to be super frustrating. And, you know, that's a bit of a shame that the game kind of railroads you into playing the exact way they want you to play. But if you understand what it's asking of you, then it's pretty okay. Like, you just need to keep track of all your meters. You need to be like, okay, I need to set these enemies on fire to get armor. I need to use the chainsaw to get ammo, and I need to use the glory kills to get health. If you just remember all of that, and then just keep it balanced and keep continuously refilling your stock, then you'll survive. But if you're not constantly doing that, if you're not constantly moving, if you're not constantly keeping up with that, it can be very overwhelming, and it can be very frustrating, and you will not like it. And it's just a very divisive game.
Understandable. Like, that was the thing about reading a lot of reviews of it, and then, you know, seeing yours as you were the one that sold me on it, rather than a lot of the others made seemed to make a bigger deal out of the problems, like issues they had, which kind of, yeah, like, I want something different from Doom 2016. I enjoyed Doom 2016 a lot, but at the same time, I don't want another situation where it's fucking Wolfenstein: The New Order, which I did not like compared to the first Wolfenstein.
Yeah,
So,
this I feel like has that like similar consistency where it still has that quality and that like general gameplay loop, but you have to be a lot more focused. You are not. I know it's kind of crazy to be like you are still playing as the Doom guy, but you are not the like power god action hero that he was in Doom 2016. Instead, he's a lot more prone to death, a lot more easily killed, even though the entire game is like beating over your head how powerful he is. He is probably the weakest he's ever been in any of the games, just in the sense of like you're going to get killed more, but you know, you're still killing a bunch of demons. You're still ripping and tearing. There's some other stuff too, like the story is kind of weird in this game. There's like nothing until halfway into the game, and then they info dump a bunch of stuff on you, and if you aren't really into them, like, I don't want to spoil it, but they incorporate a joke into the canon and treat it like completely seriously. And if you don't either think that's badass or really funny, you're going to be pissed. Like, this whole game is just, the entire game is based around that. Like, it is straight up just like, hey, why don't we just take like a couple of these like little jokes and then just make that the entire game story. And I thought it was funny. But also I think a lot of dumb stuff is funny, so your mileage may vary there. I mean, I think it's still really solid. I had a good time with it, and I'll probably replay it. But that's pretty much that for Doom. Again, just check out my review because I articulated my thoughts way more there. I don't want to have to go over it again because I've done it like 3 times now.
Yeah.
oh no, please continue to... No, let's...
No!
No, you are going to talk more about
No!
Doom, John. More Doom.
No.
You will.
Alright,
No.
why don't you two just go on about Final Fantasy for a little bit, because you both have written down Final Fantasy things, so why don't you just fucking go for it? How about that?
Okay, I'll just talk my thing really quick. So I wrote a thing about Final Fantasy 13 because it's its 10th anniversary, and it made me think. I don't have the fondest opinion of Final Fantasy 13-2. I really like Lightning Returns, but 13-2 I have very little recollection of. I just remember sort of like playing it and being like, that was alright, and being done and not liking it as much as 13. I'm playing it again, and this game is insane.
Okay.
Yeah.
So first of all, it's very apparent that they were trying really hard to get the people who complained that 13 didn't have X thing or Y thing, because like right away they're just dumping you into like open maps that have like winding paths and like NPCs you just talk to even though they don't really say anything. But I will say the vibes are crazy. The vibes are off the wall. There's the soundtrack is like out of this world. If you haven't listened to it, like look up anything from it. It's fucking ridiculous. Like people always talk about the Chocobo song, obviously the crazy Chocobo, which plays on certain Chocobos, but every song's crazy. The first song that plays in the first area that you spend in the game, which is just this quiet beach village, is this insane violin, drum, bass solo. Like, everyone gets a solo. Every single instrument gets a solo at some point in this, like, 5-minute loop. It's, like, insane. It just never stops. It keeps going into battles and everything. Like, it's out of this world. It's, like, really upbeat and crazy. Which, especially considering to most of the Final Fantasy 13 soundtrack, is very, like, anachronistic, I guess.
Yeah.
all the NPCs are just saying absolutely insane shit. You run by them on a chocobo and they're like, "What a grand fellow," and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay.
It's generally one of the weirdest games I have ever played. And
Yeah.
I have an extreme fondness for it for that reason, but boy, I understand completely why a lot of people hate it.
Yeah, I don't think I hate it, cause I think so. First of all, I think its less serious tone is a little disappointing, because I really like 13 story and I like Lightning Returns story. I feel like Lightning Returns is a good blend of that ridiculousness and seriousness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because it was very the world is ending or whatever, very Majora's Mask type stuff. But and the story sort of was Majora Masky, where a lot of NPCs are doing real stupid shit because of it, and I think it works really well. Whereas 13-2 is a time travel story, and it's just ridiculous. If people thought Final Fantasy 13 was melodramatic, this is melodramatic, but written by someone who has ADHD or something. It's out of control.
It's the weirdest thing coming after
13. There's custom there's dialogue options you get to choose and stuff like that. There's if you select certain dialogue options, you get certain items. There's monster raising, and you can name the monsters things and put little hats on them, and that's great. I remembered that. But I caught this little guy who's a little dancing robot or whatever, and I named him Truck. And he gets a little newsboy hat on, and he just fucking goes to town on everything. I think it's a really interesting game. They tried a lot.
Even just it's the weirdest thing, because my first experience with it was through just watching a essentially all cutscene story thing, because I was I want to see what the hell they got into after this, and I got about halfway through and I was no, I have to play this. This is
playing it is such an
nuts.
experience. The shit they make you do is just create I don't even know how to describe it, but it's just ridiculous. It's just the boss theme is called Worlds Collide, and it's just a rap song. And it just rules. It's just all of the other music is very it's there's a lot of different types of music, like I said, but still a lot of the same violins and percussion string instruments of 13. But then half the songs will be all of a sudden it'll just be screamo, or you go into a battle and it's just Worlds Collide, and I'm whoa.
The song's called Worlds Collide, and it isn't fucking Power Man 5000.
Yeah. It's not even at all.
That game is. Now I kind of want to play through that trilogy again. Damn it!
Listen, yeah, I know. That's what happened. I was just man, listen, I think the main thing that's really getting me about it is looking up and seeing that it came out a year after, which I did not remember. In 1 year, they managed to make this ridiculous fucking nightmare game. What the hell happened? It's so weird. Yeah, I think the most bold choice the whole entire game had is that all of its branding and logos and stuff have lightning on it, and lightning is not in the game.
I mean, she's in the game for
5
20
minutes.
seconds.
Yeah.
Fucking opening and closing cutscene.
They draw her in this Valkyrie dress and everything, and she's wearing that shirt for the 5 minutes she's in the game, but it's so weird.
It's the coolest fucking armor, but yeah, you literally never see her in it.
I think the real crazy shit is when you get to the DLC that they add later, where it's you could just fight a bunch of old Final Fantasy bosses in this arena, but with FF13's combat engine at its maximum potential, which I think is really good.
Yeah.
So it's all it's you just fight every single super boss, so that means you're at end game level and you can just do a lot of cool strategies and stuff.
That's the one thing about the Final Fantasy 13 trilogy that I will always love. That battle system is fucking incredible. It is maybe my favorite of the Final Fantasy games, just because it's so weird. but it works so well.
Yeah, like, I mean, they put Moogles back in, which is nice, and like, it just feels like, as much as I as I wrote in my article recently, I love the linearity of Final Fantasy 13, so I'm more stressed out by the design of 13.2, where they're like, hey, go back and make different choices in the narrative or whatever to unlock different timelines or whatever, and I'm like, I just want to go in a straight line and win, guys. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's one of the reasons, like, I look at the Final Fantasy VII remake, and I'm so much more excited about it than I am, is, like, Final Fantasy VII, I love it as an overall whole, but that's mostly because of Midgar. Like, Midgar is this really focused, pretty linear experience that is an incredible little story told. Then you escape on a motorcycle, and it becomes kind of a bit of a meandering game and I really appreciated 13's like, no, you're just going to go through the story. It'll open up at the very end, close to the very end, but you know what? You're just going to go through the story we're telling. And it's part of why I'm excited about the Final Fantasy VII remake, is it seems like it's going to be a directed, relatively linear thing through my favorite portion in gaming history.
I mean, even just like, I think like a lot of 7's design sensibilities are very ripped from 13. Like, I mean, that combat is just a more active 13.
Yeah, it's a blend of 13 and 15. And I love it.
Yeah, it should be really good. I really like the thing I'm most excited about to see with FF7 remake is to see how Tifa plays, because I bet it'll be really fun.
It sounds like she has combos.
Hell yes.
Which to me is like, so much more exciting than just, hey, I'm Cloud, and Barrett was really kind of relatively boring to play as, but I want to see what Tifa does and Aerith, and if there are any other playable characters.
Yeah,
let me control Jessie and Wedge and Biggs.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I saw recently that they were talking about, like, the way that the game works or whatever is that, like, you'll get guest party members who don't count. Like Red 13 towards the end of the game, since Red 13 will be near the end of the game. He doesn't count as a full-on party member. He counts as, like, a support who's with you all the time, basically, which I think is a good way of doing that.
Yeah. And I look so interested in whatever the hell that game is going to be.
It's going to be really interesting.
It's so weird to think about.
Getting to play that in a week before that, I'm going to be playing the RE3 remake is going to be fucking nuts. Like,
I know, right?
Be like Childhood 2.
It's
finally Childhood 2.
The amount of games coming up next month. Fuck.
I know. Yeah.
Like, am I going to have the time to continue to play Final Fantasy XIV and all that? It's like, first of all, they need to put a mount in the damn game that plays Crazy Chocobo, because I just want to ride around with that garbage going. I mean, you already have them, Power Man 5000 pissed off about the fucking Sephiroth theme song. Just bring in some more butt rock garbage. But yeah, I finished through the newest patch. And
nice.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It continues to be phenomenal. There's finally stuff I can do with the Ishgard restoration stuff, which has always been there, but only if you're a crafter.
Yeah.
So gatherers can do stuff now, which makes me happy because I can actually participate. I bought a house, which has been wonderful. Even though they had a glitch recently where they were accidentally selling people's houses.
Yeah. So they just turned off the auto demolition or whatever. So they have if you don't log in for 45 days, they delete your house or whatever.
Yeah, if you don't enter your house, you have to enter your house.
Which is horrible. I want to reiterate this. I will forever be against this. It's very bad in general, but also very antithetical to the design of Final Fantasy XIV, where the director always says, like, we want it to be a game you can sub whenever you want, but, like, the patch cycles are 3 months, and if, like, you play for, like, 1 month and then don't play until the next patch, you have to sub early, or you lose your house, which is very cool.
Like, I'm okay with that somewhat, because if they're going to play with limited slots, it's like... But also maybe make it 60 days, so it's 2 full months.
If it was 60 days,
so
it would be fine,
like,
yeah. Because it would work with the patch cycle. That's my complaint, is I think, like, if it just worked with the patch cycles, it would be way more acceptable.
Yeah, like, but yeah, that game still continues to be my big thing. Although with the newest patch, it's like like always happens, things get really... The economy of that system, people just break. And it pisses me off. Like, stuff that yesterday or last week I was selling for like 3,000 GP each. So a stack of 99 of those was making me a ton of money. Now it's selling for 300, and it's like, fuck you, people. And you see it's entirely because one guy is selling individual, like, one of each for 300. So it floods and fills the entire sales chart. But it completely destroys the economy every time, and it drives me up the wall. Because I want to be able to make good money as a gatherer, but you can't anymore. Like, you find something that works, and a week later it's going to be down to 20 gil.
Yeah, I just gave up on that like years ago because the undercutting is atrocious, and there's a lot of people who play that game like 24/7, and they just like, ever since especially they added the ability to adjust your stuff on the phone. It's gotten worse. It
makes me so mad because it like, I got enough money to buy my house, which is a medium-sized house, which is a lot of money.
Yeah, I have one too.
I did that in 3 days, selling tiger skins for frickin' 4,000 each. And now it's like 200. I'm like, but last week I was literally selling them for million for a stack. I hate you. I hate you, game. Actually, I love that game still, but you know, the patch was phenomenal. The game still remains like one of my favorite things, and I'm very glad I have lots of friends who have been jumping in, so I've gotten to, you know, raise the sprouts.
Yeah.
Join them, sit outside the vault and cry as they walk out for the first time, and but that game will continue. Everyone should join me on Fairy. Come on by. It's great. I don't know what I can say. I placed in the rankings for the Ishgard restoration somehow after barely doing anything, and I was very confused. Yeah, I don't know how I did not place. What? Even though I did a ton. You bought a house. I bought a house. I legitimately was like constantly in there mining and fishing and botanying. Yeah, like, it's like, what the hell? How am I not ranked? Some people just went sicko mode. Hours to this. Yeah, I guess it's just like easier with the crafters because there were so many. Like I was doing a bunch because they added those Kupo scratch cards, the Moogle ones. Yeah, those are great. I wish I had any crafting ability. But my crafters are literally all like level 40, but I have literally never crafted anything. I just keep buying it on the market and turning it into my fucking free company. It's hilarious. But I just want more money-making opportunities as a gatherer. Yeah. Along with that, anything else about Final Fantasy, Rose? Or do I get to talk about Muso games? I don't have anything else about Final Fantasy. I don't think. I just, like I said, 13.2 is a ridiculous game. It's really like a fever dream. It's the weirdest goddamn thing, and everyone should play it. It's terrible, and I love it.
I will say, at the very least, the PC port is a goddamn nightmare. I don't know if you've messed with it at all.
Oh, the PC ports of all of them are terrible.
Well, so I played all of 13 on the most of 13 on the PC when I was replaying it, and it was fine. Like it ran, it wasn't running 60 FPS or anything. It wasn't like any like doorbuster like crazy, shit. But like, and Lightning Returns runs perfectly fine for me. But like 13.2 is like, ugh. Like, I had to you have to install a mod for that one specifically to make the rain transparent again. Because on the PC port, they fucked up and made the rain get rendered as like a static texture. So when it's raining, you can't see anything because white's just falling from the sky and like blocks of white. It's
weird.
Horrible. It's so bad.
That's amazing.
But I put that in to fix it and some other stuff too. It's a mess.
No, I think I'll stick to that's what I still have my Xbox One hooked up for.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I bet it's good for that.
Oh, yeah, they up-resed everything. The 13 trilogy looks and plays phenomenally on that thing.
I see, after they started doing the Xbox backwards compatibility, I was really kicking myself for not getting an Xbox One at some point, like when it was really cheap, because... Like, that stuff's... I have so many 360 games lying around.
Same.
And also now they're really kicking it to me by releasing this PSO2 beta only there.
Yeah. I just, I, like, really wanted to play Lost Odyssey again.
Oh, sure.
When, like, I was one of those people that absolutely lost my shit when fucking Phil Spencer announced it. I was like, holy shit, yes! The greatest RPG of that generation.
It's pretty fucking good.
It's amazing if you like to cry a lot. And I like to cry a lot.
Alright. Well.
But...
You good?
Yeah, I guess it is a little bit of more playing, but I've been... dumping myself into all the because of the One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 came out today, the day of the recording. I wanted to jump back and go through some classic old Warriors games, so I've been digging back through a lot of like Warriors Orochi 3, Samurai Warriors, Dynasty Warriors, and, of course, the earlier One Piece ones. Just, I like to go back to those as a, like, stress relief. And, first of all, when you're playing Neo 2, sometimes you need some Koei Tecmo fucking stress relief, because I want to bash my head against a wall dying 30 times, but...
Yeah, maybe that's why they're still putting those Musos out, because they're like, we're going to put out the hard games, and then we put out the Musos to ease your blood pressure down a bit afterwards.
Yeah.
So.
And I was able to jump into Samurai Warriors and play as all the same characters except for my crazy ghost lady.
Yeah.
Who's awesome. But, and even then I can create them because all the Samurai Warriors games have character creators for their weird secondary modes.
Right.
Which, going back to a lot of those just reminds me how much fun I have with them all, which also has me excited to jump into the new One Piece one. It's because the last One Piece ones were pretty dang... they were entertaining, and they've been progressively getting a little bit better. Unlike the Dynasty Warriors Gundam games, which have been getting progressively worse as the series goes on. I don't know, the One Piece Pirate Warriors stuff has been a really entertaining thing to jump back into, because they have interesting depth to them. Like, that's one of the things a lot of the people like to talk about, how Warriors games are all the same. You just hit XXXXX and every once in a while you hit Y. And technically, yeah. I mean, you can get through that if you put it on very easy and just want to fuck around and kill like 2,000 dudes. It's just a clicker. But when it gets down to it, like going back to them, like Samurai Warriors has, hey, here are the tasks you need to complete to make, like tasks to complete through the levels. So yeah, you could just go run up to the boss and end the level like that, but it's no fun. It's kind of fun to see, okay, if I attack that guy, then things actually do shift on the battlefield, which, at higher difficulties is actually like super important to being able to, even if you're like level 900 and fucking can take out most enemies in one hit, at higher difficulties, you have to follow the strategy of the games. Like, there's more depth in there than people will let on, and I've really enjoyed dedicating a bunch of few hours to a bunch of different games in that series just to, refresh my memory of them as I really enjoy them and will continue to enjoy them.
Okay. So there was a Nintendo Direct Mini. Finally, the people have been slightly quelled. Of course, there's plenty of people that are still not satisfied because it was a mini, and,
There was a lot in that mini, though. I mean, it was like 25 minutes long.
Yeah, it was pretty much half an hour long, and, there was... It wasn't the most, like, action-packed thing, but there was some stuff. There was some stuff. I'm just gonna read off of what the Newsweek article has here. They started off with the new trailer for the Xenoblade Chronicles remake, which
looks weirdly anime. Like, it looks too anime compared to how it was originally.
I mean, they made it, like, match the art style of 2 more, and I am for that, because I think it looks really colorful and pretty. Like, Xenoblade Chronicles originally had, like, really...
It's a muddy game.
It's really muddy, and now I think it looks way better here. They've added some stuff to the combat. I only played a little bit of the original Xenoblade Chronicles, and then even then I played the 3DS version, so...
Yeah, like, I played through it 4 times now.
I'm just gonna get the Switch version, and I'm gonna go ham there. I'm gonna see if I can finish Xenoblade 2 beforehand, because I still haven't done that, and I haven't even touched the DLC, so I probably actually won't, but we will see. But that's coming out May 29th. There's also going to be a Definitive Works box set that comes with an art book, which is, I don't know how much extra that'll be, but that might be worth the extra dosh, because that sounds pretty nice.
If it's as good as the Xenoblade Chronicles X or Xenoblade Chronicles 2 art books that they've come with, then yeah, it's probably going to be worth it. Like, the Chronicles X art book is a thing of beauty that came with the special edition. It's incredible.
Alright. Let's see here. They showed off a new Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 DLC. I was kind of shocked that they're still doing that stuff, but I guess they promised 3 of those.
Yeah, and it looks like this one actually might have story content instead of just a bunch of garbage arenas.
Yeah, it's going to be Doctor Doom versus the Fantastic Four. And Doctor Doom is turning into, like, God Doctor Doom, like that from that... What was that? Like, that big event that happened a couple of years ago. I don't even remember.
The Infinity War?
No?
I mean, he's got a gem.
I mean, he got a gem, but I thought there was, like, some kind of event where it was, like, the Cataclysm thing, where, like, the Ultimate Universe and the normal Marvel Universe, like, clashed, and they, like, combined everything because they wanted to get rid of everything that wasn't Miles Morales. I remember that happening.
Yes.
I don't remember what it was called.
Shit.
Dr. Doom was God in that for, like, a bit, though. I don't remember how it ended. All I remember is I just remember people talking about it for, like, a hot minute because everyone was like, they're getting rid of all the Ultimate stuff. I hope they don't get rid of Miles. And then Marvel was like, we're doing this because we want to just have Miles in the same universe as regular ass Peter Parker. Like,
and none of the other characters fucking matter to us.
Because they were all bad. Like, it was like Miles was the only good part of that. And they were like, yeah, we want all the Spider people to just be together because fuck everything else.
There were good things in there, but then the Ultimate stuff, which was like their biggest thing, was like such a shit show that you kind of had to shut it down.
Yeah. Anyway, there you go. The expansion pass is $20, so you can get everything there. I guess if you're still playing.
It's not worth it. Maybe just buy this last one if it's any good. But those first two patches
it's $20 overall. So.
Oh. Yeah.
That's not a bad price, I don't think. There's a free update to Ring Fit Adventure that adds a rhythm game to it.
It looked bad, I'm going to be real with you.
Yeah. It did. It did kind of look bad. I mean, I'm glad that they seem to be adding stuff to that game, but that didn't seem like a really great improvement. Like, this kind of seems like something they threw together last minute, which I bet they did. I bet they're just like, well, people are stuck inside. They want something to do. Why don't we keep them playing Ring Fit? Maybe they threw this together in a couple of weeks. And then you can also play with the ring having a female voice now, as well as you can change the language to a bunch of different languages. And there's also a just general jogging mode, so you can play through levels without having to worry about like random encounters or anything like that. It's just like an indoors jogging mode, which that's also
jog in place. Here's the game for you.
I mean, it seems it's useful for our current situation, I suppose.
Or you could do it in silent mode and do 9,000 squats.
You sure can.
It's actually how I'm doing it. It's freaking great.
Yeah. Let's see, there is Shinsekai Into the Depths, which is it seems like a Metroidvania, like, upgrade kind of game. He plays like a diver. Looks pretty okay. It's out now. I don't know, I feel like this is like from a series, though, because people were like, oh shit, they're making another one of those? And I was like, I've never heard of Shinsekai, but, I don't know. I guess it's a Capcom game. Huh. I didn't know. I did not know about this game.
This is actually just what Deep Down became. Remember Deep Down?
Oh, okay. So that's why people were reacting to it like this was old. It was old. It was originally an iOS game. This is like a year-old iOS game that they ported to Switch. Okay. I see now.
There were a couple of those on there in the like package at the end where the clip package at the end. There was the fucking Elder Scrolls iOS game.
Yeah, there was like a quick rundown. I could just run through that real quick. It was like Saints Row 4 is coming to Switch, which that's a pretty okay game. Elder Scrolls Blades. Who gives a shit? Trials of Mana is coming out next month. I know people are pretty excited about that. Minecraft Dungeons, there's Warhammer 40k Mechanicus. I don't know shit about that. Some game called Vigor. I don't know. Trails of Cold Steel 3 is coming out June 30th.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Yeah, there's a demo out for that too, so if you want to try that out, there's a demo on the Switch. There's I think it's
Are 1 and 2 on the Switch?
I don't think so they're gonna have to port those. You would think
that's the weirdest thing to do 3, but not the first 2.
3 is also only on Steam. It's only 3 on Steam, I believe.
Weird. I mean, I'm sure they'll port them, but that is like the fact that they didn't announce that alongside. That is kind of weird. There's a Mr. Driller Drill Land, which I think is a remake of the DS one, or maybe the DSi one. I don't remember. It's a remake though. But Mr. Drill is pretty good. Those are pretty good puzzle games. Let's see. I'll go through some of the other like quicker games here. Burnout Paradise Remastered is coming to Switch. That is a good game, but they are charging $50 for it. So, there was some game called King's Bounty 2 that I guess is a big like strategy game series that I have never heard of in my life.
Yeah, I like how they made a big deal, like a classic franchise. I'm like,
never heard of it.
I mean, I've seen the King's Bounty games because there are like 1,000 expansions that come to Steam, but
I've never seen it ever. There's some game called Ninjala that kind of looked like Splatoon, but really shitty.
It did, yeah.
Yeah.
It's shitty free-to-play Splatoon.
Yeah.
Did you see it was a gung-ho game?
I'm not surprised about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that explains it. They're porting Catherine Full Body to the Switch, which I think was leaked a while back. And,
Yay! Can't wait for the conversation to continue.
Oh man, I can't wait for the conversation to continue about Animal Crossing, everybody. Oh boy.
I love Animal Crossing.
Me too.
I'm not even.
Animal Crossing is my life.
I'm not even going to talk about it. It's fine. We're okay.
Not really, but
okay.
I do. Like earlier today, I woke up this morning and I looked at the price of my turnips and I tweeted that it's like 567 for turnips right now. And I had to click decline on like 60 message requests to my Twitter, and it was like, oh, remind me never to tweet out the price of my turnips again.
Yeah.
Because a bunch of weird randos are gonna ride up on me and be like, yo, can we come into your town? Can we come into your town to sell our turnips?
I would say maybe just drop that in like the Chooch Discord or something, you know? Like, people might be excitable there, but there will only probably be like 10 people instead of 40.
God, it was like, whoa, okay,
Yeah.
I did not expect this.
Yeah. There's a new harmonics DJing game called Fuser, which I think I've seen some talk about that it's like a more interactive version of that like drop mix game that they made, that like board game that they put out a while back. I think it's like a little bit more interactive version of that. So you're just taking like strings and like pieces of songs and putting them together to remix them. Then there's a new Clubhouse Games, everybody!
I still can't believe that. It's the wildest announcement of all time.
Who would have known that they were going to do that?
I mean, I can play like Mahjong or fishing. Amazing.
There's a lot of stuff you can do. It's coming out June 5th. There's 51 games on it. And every time someone tweeted about it and I saw the number 51, I was like, wait, was there a No More Heroes thing? And then I was like, oh, never mind. My brain is fucked up.
No More Heroes. Carnival games.
Travis Touchdown just playing all the shitty carnival games.
Travis Touchdown's Carnival Games. Suda 51 presents Let's Return This Old Garbage Game.
God. It's like, holy shit. I've got to win my beam katana back from a carnival. I got to get really good at the game where you spray a clown in its mouth.
And it ties into No More Heroes 3, so to actually be able to play, you have to master all 51 games.
Yeah, don't worry. There will be plenty of lore, and you'll learn about what Suda51's been watching lately. You know, all that will be in the Carnival Games game.
He's literally just been watching the World Poker Tour because it's all ESPN is showing other than like marble runs and WrestleManias.
There's some Star Wars stuff. Jedi Academy is out on Switch right now, and they also announced that Episode 1 Racer is going to come to Switch. And that's kind of all the smaller games. The Panzer Dragoon remake is out now on Switch.
How? Like, I am just... That was what got me like really, really excited in that. I was just, holy shit.
Yeah. It's a timed console exclusive, so it'll be coming out in other places later, but for now it is Switch exclusive, so I guess hop on that.
It's worth it.
Sure. I mean, I don't know too much about Panzer Dragoon, but maybe I'll give it a shot eventually. They detailed some Animal Crossing New Horizons stuff for the new like updates that they're putting out. The first one is the seasonal event for like quote unquote Bunny Day. It's just like the Easter kind of stuff. Between April 1st and April 12th, you can talk to Zipper and find eggs hidden around your island to craft new things. And then in April, there will be an Earth Day event. So there's just going to keep adding updates with like seasonal events, and that's nice, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's, the Animal Crossing thing, they actually can just update the game rather than do the usual just have it in a calendar, which is interesting. Yeah. I wonder if it means I can't, like, time travel to a holiday?
It seems like that's kind of what they're doing. Like, because, there's not really any detriment to time traveling in this game. So it seems like this is how they're kind of getting around it. Like, yeah, you can't just, like, skip around and get all the goodies. You have to wait until the days actually come around, and then there will be an update that activates it. Which is nice, that's a smart way to handle it.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting way. Mm-hmm. Like, if that is what's happening, I haven't talked to anyone that's actually, like, time traveled to see if there's stuff locked behind their patches, or if the basics are in there, but the patch adds special stuff or something.
I feel like people would be talking about that by now, or we would see, like, a bunch of people with, like, Santa hats, like, I think we would see that by now, I feel like.
True.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. There's a bunch of 2K games that got announced with, like, one of the most fucking, like, embarrassing trailers I've ever seen in my life.
That was weird.
It was really bad. It was a really bad trailer.
I mean, XCOM 2 on the fucking Switch, that's cool. Yeah. What about XCOM 1?
I don't know. I mean, it's the whole XCOM 2 collection, so, you got XCOM 2, the DLC, and War of the Chosen. I'm gonna be honest, whenever I see someone write War of the Chosen now, it looks wrong to me, because I want to read it as War of the Chosen. Like, it's like, wait, where's the extra? Oh, shit.
Could be worse. There was a long period of time where every time people were, like, tweeting out that, oh man, I'm playing through WOTC, I'm like, what are you doing with Wizards of the Coast?
I'm already starting to be like, Sekiro Choochers cry twice? What? Like, it's... yeah. It's fucked up.
You mean it's not called John and Rose Plays Fire the Dragon?
Yeah. What?
Oh, boy. It might as well
That's
be.
what I refer to it as. I'm about to go home and play John and Rose Plays Spyro the Dragon.
I hope you have fun with John and Rose Plays Spyro the Dragon.
Yeah, it's a great game.
It is a wonderful game. I love that. The remakes are incredible.
But the other stuff that got announced was they're putting out that Borderlands Handsome Collection, or Legendary Collection, excuse me, which is Borderlands 2, Borderlands 1, and Borderlands the pre-sequel. So it's the three, like, last-gen Borderlands games. Which, those games are fine. They're Borderlands. I'm making a face right now and you can't see it, but, they're Borderlands.
Yeah. Borderlands, Memerlands.
That fucking part was painful. I just want to say right now, that bit where they were showing all the 2K games and they were using, like, emojis, it hurt.
Yeah,
it was so bad. It's like, as we said, that was the worst fucking trailer.
It was a really bad trailer.
I was just like when they have, like, Claptrap be like, oh, I hate stairs, and it's like, Claptrap, no heart stairs. I'm just like, oh my fucking god, stop.
It's really bad.
And y'all aren't cool or funny.
Not at all.
Not at all. And
just
also,
go do magic tricks and stop trying to make funny commercials.
And also, we got the BioShock collection. All of those games on Switch. BioShock, BioShock 2, and BioShock Infinite. Which, that's something, I guess.
There are obviously issues, but I still enjoy playing a BioShock 1 and 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially Minerva's Den.
Yeah, especially Minerva's Den. Good fucking game.
Fantastic. Yeah, incredible game.
Bravely Default 2. They
yeah, I'm hyped.
showed off more of that, and then they put out a demo.
The battle system's still fucking awesome. The music is still good.
Well, even specifically, the music is back to being extremely good because Revo is back.
Yeah.
Who was the composer of the first game, but not the second. Great shit. The boss theme especially is woo.
I might have to give it another go because I started it up and that Elvis guy just started to annoy me, so I uninstalled it.
Wow.
I mean, that's what happens when you name a character Elvis.
I feel like they put like one dude character in every party in Bravely Default. There's like the main dude that's just like normal. There's the main girl that's like normal. Then there's like the kind of spunky girl, and then there's the shithead horny guy. And I'm just like, I don't want to fucking deal with this shit.
Well, you didn't have that in Bravely Default 2 because all you had was dudes, pretty much.
You mean
And
Bravely Second?
Yeah, yes, Bravely Second.
No,
God damn it. Fucking now I'm confused.
The fake first party was the prologue party was all dudes, but after it was 2 girls, 2 boys again. But oh no.
See, you can tell I didn't get past the prologue.
No. Oh, that's too bad.
I did not like Bravely
It gets really
Second.
good later, but they made the Blue Mage class called Nekodancer.
What?
And you just dig up cat treats to use blue magic.
This sounds pretty good.
Okay,
John,
Yes.
you need to know about Magnolia Arch.
I don't?
You need to know. You need to. What if I told you it's just Elizabeth?
Alright.
Yeah. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
I'll tell you later.
Okay. 2 more things real quick. There's an indie game that Nintendo picked up called Good Job. It's going to be published by Nintendo. It looks pretty cute. It's like the best way that I saw it described was it's those like Portal employee training videos that Valve made, but as a video game. So it's it's like those like really standard like black cutout humanoid shapes. And you do like little like requests at an office, and you can it's like a physics-based kind of thing where like someone will be like, hey, go get me this item, and you have to drag the item across the office back to the room, and you can either like be really careful and try not to knock anything over, or you can just like rocket it across the room and do a bunch of damage to the place, but you'll still be doing your job. So it's that kind of thing.
Yeah, I couldn't tell through that trailer if people were like getting points for destroying lots of stuff, or if that was subtracting from your money. Like, I didn't get it.
I don't know. But, I mean...
Like, wasn't a minus, but...
I haven't really been seeing anyone talking about it. Like, I saw people talking about, like, Panzer Dragoon and, like, just Jedi Knight and some other stuff. Like, they dropped a bunch of stuff, but I haven't seen anyone talking about Good Job. And then the last bit of news, of course, I have to discuss this. They announced the next Smash Brothers character, kind of,
Twin
sort
Tail
of.
is coming to Smash.
Potentially. They said that the next character will be from ARMS, which is kind of weird. You'd have thought that they would have done that earlier, but whatever. So, they have not said who it is. They said that they will announce and then release the character in June, which, my theory here's my theory, okay? Because Sakurai said this in an article recently. He said that the virus has slowed down the ability for them to get, like, permission for stuff from publishers. So my theory is that the next character was supposed to be out, like, around this time? Like, maybe not right now, but, like, around now. Like, maybe in, like, a month or so. And it got delayed because they couldn't, like, get the final stamp on the character because, they couldn't have a face-to-face meeting. And so they just have to release this character in June. And, so maybe there was supposed to be a third-party character and they just couldn't have done it. And so now they're having, like, an internal Nintendo character. But yeah, a character from ARMS. So if we're going by the theory that spirit battles deconfirm you, then Springman, Ribbon Girl, Min Min, and Twintel are all out. So my theory is that it's Helix. I think it's going to be Helix.
Or it might be that it's a bunch of different characters that you just... all the different characters, but their costumes are different characters.
I think that would be incredibly lame, because...
The hero?
I think it's incredibly lame anyway, so it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Alright, well...
I'm sorry, that's mean.
It's a little bit of a bummer. Like, again, this is kind of going off of the whole, like, hey, those first 4 characters were all third party, and now we're going back to just Nintendo characters. It is taking the wind out of the sails a little bit.
I hope it's an ARMS character with a sword.
Like, I'm just thinking, like, how, like, even, like, you know, I've said, like, I would love if, like, Rex from Xenoblade 2, at this point, I wouldn't even want that. I want them to do things that are actually cool and, like, interesting and, like, they can do a lot with, and I'm sorry, I do not think that ARMS is very interesting.
So
ARMS was an interesting game. It wasn't a great game, but it was interesting at least.
So my current prediction here, I have a prediction for the characters, for at least 3 of the characters that we're going to get after this. Or, I mean, including this. I think it'll be Helix. I think we will get, not Rex, I think we'll get a Xenoblade character, but it won't be Rex. It won't be Alma. I think it will be Laura from Xenoblade Torna. I think that's who we will get, because she does not have a spirit. And then I think we will get the Monster Hunter. That's the 3 out of the 6 I am predicting. I think that's...
Will it be the Monster Hunter, or... Oh, wait, no, it can't be Rathalos.
I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be Rathalos, because it's already an assist trophy, but... I think it'll either be the Hunter or maybe a Palico. I think they will do some form of Monster Hunter character, but it's kind of up to them if they want to do a Hunter or a Palico. Because, you know, like, Sakura has brought up, like, well, we usually try to pitch, like, mascot-y characters first, and then the other companies will, like, respond. Because that's what he said about, like, Hero. He was like, well, we wanted to put the slime in, but we talked to Square Enix, and we kind of figured it would be better to do the Hero instead, so, you know, maybe they'll put the Palico in if Capcom's like, yeah, put the Palico in, that's more, like, recognizable, but also, like, everyone loves the Hunters, everyone loves all the different, like, gear you can wear, so, like, you know, people will be like, oh, I want my Rathalos armor in Smash, I want my, I don't know the other monsters' names in there, but...
Kirin.
Sure, yeah, you know, they'll want all the different kinds of armors and all the different, like, swords and weapons and shit, and, like, that will translate well over to Smash. Don't get me wrong, I'd be pretty hyped for a Hunter. But, like, the Palico would do the same thing, but would also be cute. So, you know.
Yeah.
I'd be fine with either. So, yeah, that's my prediction for 3 of them. I don't know what the other 3 would be.
I would do a Palico, but I'd do the chef Palico,
sure.
So it, like, beats you with a pan and stuff instead of swords.
That could be a good, like, costume for them, I think, if they did the Palico.
Yeah. No, that would... I'd actually like a Palico more than the Monster Hunter, because we already have Byleth.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Rose, do you want to talk about Fate Go?
Yeah.
Hold
on, let me... Oh, my throat. All right, Fate Go. So they finally started doing the Lost Belts, which is the second arc of the game. It's they updated the game's UI and everything. They switched out Da Vinci in the shop, so she's not there anymore. Now it's Baby Vinci.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It has to be Baby Vinci now. But yeah, it's really good. So something that has been happening with Fate Go as it continues to go on is the writing gets more and more just a VN, like in terms of length. Like the Salem, which was the last big thing that they did, was like the opening to it literally took like a half hour to read. And this is no different. I'm only on chapter 3, and there has been like around 2 or so hours of reading. Most of it reading. There's been like 2 battles. It's really good. It's set in, alternate timeline Russia, where Ivan the Terrible has just lived forever, and Anastasia Romanov has taken over.
Okay.
And it's just Russia's the only thing left in the world, and everything else is just like a wasteland of snow. And there's wolf people, and there's a lot going on. The thing I think that's really good about it is that, and I guess I should have expected them to do this, but it's very much like, from the narrative standpoint, an indictment of like both capitalism and like the nature of centrism, I guess. Because like specifically, like they have the evil Tamamo. Have you seen the evil Tamamo, John?
Yes, I have.
Okay, the evil Tamamo basically says when you go up to her and ask her why she's like charging people thousands of rubles or whatever to buy food, she says, "What do you mean? Why are you complaining? A system that exploits the poor for labor was a human's invention," or whatever. Like, it was like, damn.
That's
Go off.
I mean, sure, but also this is coming from a game that's like a fucking gambling.
I know.
addiction
That's the
thing,
problem
so...
I was going to get into. Is like,
Yeah.
and it, like, it's really, I think it's really well written, but it strikes me as like being very like hollow to a degree. Because even though it's really well written, it's like sitting here like, man, this is a game that is like, yeah, people spend like thousands to get Jalter or whatever, and it's just like, I always really wonder what goes on in like the people who write these games, like these games specifically, because like there are other gacha games that are also delve into similar topics, but like it's like, how do the people who are like writing this rationalize this with their own like self-experience? How are they able to, I think, like effectively write about these things when their like lived experience is so different, and like the realities of what they're doing? It's really strange to me, because especially with Fate, it's really strange to me, because Fate started out with like, having Marie Antoinette and being like, oh, poor Marie Antoinette or whatever, like, right, like, oh, the French Revolution is so bad, so on and so forth. And then like now they're like,
wait a minute.
Maybe the Soviet Union was good. It's just like, what, like, it's such a bizarre like shift to go through. Like, it's, I know, like as the world has continued to exist, more and more people get radicalized and so on and so forth. But it's just like, how can you, when you're like Kanoko Nasu writing this out and you're like making millions of dollars a month? Like, how? Like, it's really weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is Nasu actually like writing everything for the game?
Yeah. He came in after Camelot because he got mad that the writing was bad, and he's a very controlling man with his IP. So yeah, he's been co-writing. He co-writes each one, I think he said, and then when Fate Go finishes the second arc, he said he's leaving them to write whatever because he trusts them enough now or whatever.
I bet.
Wow, that's kind of wild.
Yeah, it's very weird. Cause like I'm really enjoying it, but it does, like, yeah, it's weird. It's really weird. It does have really cool epic anime fights though. So,
I mean, it's Fate, so
I think the weirdest thing specifically is that there's 2 characters in this, Atalanta Alter and Avis Braun, who you probably don't know who Avis Braun is, John. I don't think you watched Apocrypha, right? Okay.
No.
So both of those are in Apocrypha, and they're written horribly in Apocrypha.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's weird to see them be written like normal human beings in this. Like, actually, like, being written by someone who knows how to write a character.
Sure.
Because, yeah, it was really bad. Although also Atalanta Alter's costume is really, really bad. It's not good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm enjoying Fate Go.
Okay.
Shocker. Big kaboom. Wow.
Crazy.
They put Antonio Salieri in there.
Oh,
He's
shit.
in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Oh, Fate.
Oh, Fate.
Is he in there as like a sexy lady or a cool dude?
He's a cool dude and he wants to kill Mozart.
All right.
Okay, yeah, same.
Yeah, same.
All right, let's finish this up. We got to talk about the Animal Crossing. Folks, I bought Animal Crossing.
Wow.
So did I.
I got really bad FOMO for like 2 days, and I felt like I was going to chop my own head off if I didn't buy it, and I bought it. Probably, I maybe I shouldn't have, because, you know, but, I mean, I'm enjoying it, so maybe it's fine that I did, you know? It's fine. It's good. It's got some issues. It's really fucking slow. Really slow. Oh my god.
It's Animal Crossing.
No, I mean, like, all the stuff with the staggering out of things. Like, that it takes, like, 3 or 4 days to get the museum. It takes all that time to get the shop. It takes, like, that's a bit much. I understand what they're trying to do, and that they're trying to, like, ease people in, and that they're trying to extend it, and they're trying to make it, like, okay, yeah, this is a deserted island. You're trying to cultivate an experience here. But also, holy shit.
They waste time. I don't know. Like, I don't get it.
Time.
It's Animal Crossing. Like, there's a reason I keep buying them and falling off of them pretty quick. Like, this is the furthest I've gotten in one, kinda. Because it is, yeah, you can finish one task a day, and then that gets completed over the next night, so it's like, okay. Yay, what do I do now?
Play a different game.
Guess I'm gonna go fishing.
You play a different game. That's what you're supposed to do, I guess, because that is what I did.
Which, I mean, like, yeah, that is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to maybe play for, 45 minutes to an hour a day, do your chores around the island, maybe go to one of the mysterious islands, for a trip, and then, hey, turn it off, you come back the next day, you check in a couple times a day to check on what your prices of things are, if you're a turnip collector or whatever, but yeah. It's interesting, like, this is the first time, maybe it's because there's a fucking quarantine going on, but this is the most I've felt like I've been sucked into it. But I've always, and I still feel it, where, yeah, I'm really enjoying it, but part of what I'm enjoying is just the fact that, hey, I can throw open my gates and hang out with my, friends from all over the place who I can't hang out with right now.
Yeah, that does help.
Yeah, like, normally I'd just be like, I'd rather be playing Rune Factory where there's, progression and whatnot, like real progression and a story to it, rather than this, but I feel like, yeah, I get to hang out with my friends who, yeah, they're, they may only be a 15-20 minute drive away, but we can't actually hang out. So it's definitely the most I've, like, connected with it, but it also feels like it has more structure than previous ones. Like, with the Miles stuff telling you, okay, this is what you need to do. Yeah, that definitely helps, and, it keeps me a little bit more active. Like, oh, hey, I have stuff to do, I have things that I want to accomplish, because the game is actually telling me, like, hey, you should do these things. And that definitely helps out a little bit, but I mean, I am not going to be as involved as a lot of people are. Like, I'm seeing people being like, oh my god, I'm just trying to make my town look pretty okay. Like, I'm not going to, like, fake pave my roads and shit. Like, I can't do that. It's way too much effort. Like, I was sitting there, like thinking, like, damn, I would do all kinds of stuff with my island if I could just enter a mode that let me just, like, terraform, like, not like how it is, because I know that you can terraform, I know you can walk around and do that all slow and stuff, but, like, I want to just
pull out and like SimCity ass, just like, okay, I want a ramp here, I want these trees over here, I want to just rip them up, like click and drag. I don't want to have to like walk over, eat a fruit, eat like 10 fruit, so I have 10 charges to lift it up and do all that shit, and then, oh, my shovel broke, I have to go make a new one. Like, it's so slow, and I know that's like part of why people like it, but I'm just like, I don't want to do that shit. So I'm just gonna fish and do that and hang out with people for a couple more weeks, and I probably will never touch it again. Like, that's probably what's gonna happen.
Like, I mean, I like fishing mini games and stuff, so most of my time has actually been spent, like, with my girlfriend giving me her Switch and going, okay, I'll just do the fishing for you. Okay, here's 200,000 bells. Go, you know, have fun with your stuff. But, like, yeah, like, I kind of just like fishing, and other than that, it's kind of like, I don't really feel like I need to do much more than that. I'm having fun with that little thing, and that's enough for me for now. I wonder how long it's going to be. It'll actually be interesting to see if I stick with it for a period of time rather than falling off like I normally do.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, this is already the longest I've made it in one, and I'm still enjoying it. I'm hoping it's not just because of the
quarantine.
Hey, we're stuck. I'm hoping it continues beyond that, because it could be a good time waster.
Sure. Rose, how are you feeling about it?
I like it. I agree with you that I haven't gotten the terraforming thing yet or anything, but I do wish it was like that, where you could do more, because specifically the changes to how you can decorate your house are like mind-blowing to me. It's so fucking good. Like, just being able to hit down, and
it's super
like, it's
good.
Perfect.
It's super well done, and like the fact that you can like do like a full 360 view of your house. And that's really good. And they brought that over from Happy Home Designer.
Let me do that outside.
Yes.
Why can't you do it? Like, especially that's what really has been disappointing me, because like I've been basically, the main thing that I've been doing as I've been playing is I make gardens for all of the people who move in. And it's so hard sometimes. Like, it's just takes so much extra time being like, when you think you can fit something into a corner, and then it's like, oh no, you can't, because you're standing in the wrong pixel or whatever, like that. And it's just like, like,
it
just
took
let
me 45 minutes to put 30 pieces of fence down around a garden.
It's ridiculous. My only real complaint, besides what you said, of obviously it's taking way too damn long. Like, I still don't have the Able sisters or whatever, or anything. Really. I'm just like,
there's so many like artists on Twitter that are like making these awesome designs, and it's like, I want to get that shirt, I want to get that flag, because I'm not artistically inclined, so I'm like, I want to download stuff from people, but I have to wait like ages for both them and me to get the Able sisters, and it's not even like, they don't even show up on like a specific day, so it's not even like, it's random, so you just have to hope that it happens, and like, you don't know when they're gonna get it, and you don't know when you're gonna get it. It's stupid.
Yeah, and that's been one of my problems as well, has been that, so only one visitor or whatever, one special event can happen at your town any day. I think you can have Sable there also, or whatever, but I don't know how that's determined. But I have gotten Gulliver 4 times in the week that the game has been out, and it's just like, okay, can I do something else? Like, it's so like, just redo this same stupid little like bit thing for him, and I'm just like very like tired of that.
Dig 5 holes. Net
dig
5 souls.
And it's just like, I'm so frustrated by that, and like, I think the main thing that's been frustrating me is I keep getting really bad villagers, not to be mean to them, but like, I have never gotten as like lukewarm villagers as I have been getting in this game. I think like I am like I got this alligator who's really not pleasant to look at, and then like I went to the islands to try to find a new person or whatever, because you can recruit them from the islands or whatever, and I was just seeing like hippos that looked horrible, and I'm like, oh my god, please. I'm gonna have to become one of those twisted motherfuckers who hits the animals with the net to try to get them to leave. I don't want to do that. It'll hurt me in my soul, but I don't want to look at them.
The good news is that I know that once you have a full village, you can like have people like line up to move in, and then you can straight up just be like, you can make this person.
You?
Yeah, like once you have someone else. Once you have someone else in the queue, like you can like ask them to move in, and then it'll basically just be like, who do you want to kick out? So you can do that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I
can get rid of the clown.
I thought that it was just amiibos that did that. Okay.
No, yeah, it's at a certain point you get like the campgrounds, and once people come in to visit at the campgrounds, once you like convince them to come in, then you can just like say, hey, you move in, someone else can leave. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's a load off my soul, because I just need some. I want some fucking squirrels. Those are always my favorite villagers. I love all the squirrels. Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, I'm legitimately considering getting into amiibo spoofing to try and do some stupid bullshit. Because I am I
feel like I got a good start. I got Pashmina, who I like.
Yeah.
And I got the buff sheep.
All right, sure.
And they're kind of fun, having a buff sheep that just constantly talks about working out. And
I have like
says spinneroony and
buff frog in Pashmina. So I was like, yeah. But then like every time after, like there was like an anteater that was very like I just don't like the snooty village type or whatever.
Yeah, I don't like
the ones that are always like.
I got the dragon that cosplays as Bruce Lee as my first person that moved in.
What the hell?
Him and the buff sheep are best friends, of course. And just talk about working out together all the time.
See, that's so much better, because I feel like with the villagers that I have right now, none of them are like interacting with each other ever. And like, especially because like half of them are ones that I really like. Like I have this little hamster named Clay who's really good. But then like, they don't like the little hamster and the nice bird that I have, Midge, will interact, but then like the fucking alligator and the anteater just don't interact with anyone and just like hang around and like talk mad shit all the time. And I'm like, I don't like this. Like, please leave.
Go away.
I want this to be my nice stuffed animals came to life town, not like here's a bunch of bastards from real life or something.
Not here's fucking Ted.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I just want, I think that Animal Crossing amiibo cards are one of the worst things Nintendo has ever made. I just want to say that real quick. I think it's heinous. I think the resale market for them is even worse. I don't know if you've seen how much like it costs to get Rosie the cat, but it is a disgusting amount of money, let's say.
Oh boy, I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna just go on eBay. I'm gonna go on eBay and I'm just gonna look up villager cards in Animal Crossing amiibo. Let's see, eBay.com. Let's see how bad this got. Animal Crossing amiibo cards. Let's see here. I'm gonna set it high to low. How about that? Let's see. Highest first. Okay, yeah, here's some shit for $10,000, because you know how they do that shit. Come on. Yeah.
So basically...
All cards, Japanese, $850.
To get, like, random set or whatever, like a, like, just, like, you know, like a package or just a random set of them, it's, like, pretty cheap, but that's random. To get anyone that's, like, acceptable... It is legitimately like $30.
You know,
like,
because
they
seeing,
have like a rarity system.
They got like boxes, you know, like if you buy like a trading card game, like they have like the boxes of packs. People are selling boxes of these for $350.
Yeah,
that's
Rosie,
fucked.
$25.
Yeah, it's bad. Like Nintendo encourages this too, basically.
Yeah, they're not reprinting any of this shit.
Them not reprinting it and then also like doing this shit is so fucking...
Lucky the dog, $35. Stitches,
yeah,
$21.
It's fucking horrible. Do you remember the fucking Amiibo Festival game It's like the most disgusting thing I think Nintendo has ever made.
Oh, you can get a Rosie sealed in a sleeve for $55.
Oh, okay. Well, that's more... all right.
I mean, it's got one of them nice plastic sleeves. Ooh.
Yeah, so it won't get damaged when I just have it out all the time, and definitely not in a folder somewhere, because I don't use it for anything.
It's too much. $45 for Anka. Holy shit. Apple, $10. I wonder how much some of the ones that I have are, because I have some fucking Animal Crossing amiibo cards from when I reviewed Happy Home Designer that came with like a pack of cards. I wonder how much DJ KK is. Hang on. If I'm sitting on like a fucking $60 card or something, hang on.
You might be.
Let's see what's up here. It's going to be worth like nothing, I bet. Let me see. Oh, come on, load. DJ KK.
$4.75. Oh, $12. $12. You can get 10 to 12. Oh wait, no, here's one on eBay, $65 for the Japanese card. It
looks like it's going for about 10. $10 for that? Yeah. Okay. Sure. You know what? I'm not gonna fucking use it. Alright.
I mean, that's $10.
That's $10. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I don't think I'm gonna get too far into the fucking amiibo card resale market, but you know, whatever. Is that all we want to talk about for Animal Crossing? Should we move on to the questions?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. If you want to send in questions, go to videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask. You'll sound like these fine folks right here. Anonymous asks, I just modded my fight stick for the first time, and it made me excited to do even more modding because I was shocked with how easy it ended up being for me. Have any of you done any major physical or software-related modding that you were really happy with, like customizing a stick, making your own custom UI for a 3DS hack, making a mod, etc.? Well, we would totally not hack any recent video game consoles. That's not something that we would do. You know.
No.
Not at all. But, like, fight stick stuff, I have thought about doing that. I was looking into buying a stick, and, you know, I was thinking about doing it before the virus hit, so I'm, like, honestly glad that I didn't, because that would have kind of been just a waste of money. But then I kind of want to wait to see how the next consoles are going to be, too, because I haven't decided if I'm getting an Xbox or a PlayStation yet, and so even if I buy a PlayStation, stick for PS4, even if the PS5 supports PS4 sticks, maybe I'm gonna end up getting an Xbox. I don't know. So that's something I gotta wait for to buy a stick.
Yeah.
But you have a stick, don't you, Chris? You like customized it recently. Talk about that maybe a little bit.
Well, like in the past, I used to have a tournament edition 2, one of the pro sticks it was a PAX exclusive from Mad Catz back when they, used to exist. I gutted it and replaced all the internals for it because I like a stiffer stick. I don't like the buttons that came with it. But yeah, recently I've also been custom building a stick because a friend of mine builds sticks. So for the externals, like, it's going to be a lot of wood cutting and stuff like that that's going to go into the side panels and the top, and like, yeah, it's figuring out what kind of stuff you like the most. What kind of feel? Do you like your stick a little stiffer, a little looser? I like mine a little stiffer, but I know a lot of people who will play grappler will like it loose and whatnot. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that can go in with it. It's all pretty simple wiring, unless you're building it from scratch like my friend is for me. Mm-hmm. But a lot of that is just picking out the parts I know I like. And it's knowing Because, yeah, every different buttons have different feels. Do you like the smaller buttons for certain things? Do you like bigger ones? Do you like the hitbox kind of way of control? I'm actually going with, instead of a stick, essentially just a keyboard style arrow pad for directional inputs.
Okay.
Because I don't know, my head can't get around how the hitbox is laid out, but I can do it really well with the, hey, I know how a keyboard is shaped, my fingers are already primed to use that in that situation, and it's, I don't know, it's interesting, and then I have the ability to just swap in a stick if I want to.
Okay. That's cool.
With just changing a couple of parts, I can switch to a stick in a matter of minutes. It's kind of nice. It's still not completely done because parts are hard to come by right now, so I'm still missing a couple of the buttons that I need because I'm not going to mismatch the colors. Mm-hmm. So it's an interesting thing, and it's really fun to do. But yeah, I've modded a lot of things in my day, but mostly fight sticks are definitely the thing I love to do. Even though I suck at fighting games, as evidenced by every time John just fucking trounces me in Granblue.
Hey, no, there's...
But also I'm using a pad.
We go back and forth.
Yeah, once I realized that actually I'm pretty good with,
Your Charlotte is real
Percy.
good.
Yeah. It's good at countering what you were doing. I think I'm probably got a better upside with that Percy still.
Yeah, your Percival was pretty scary.
I mean, it's just jam. I charge up moves to make them stronger and fucking kick you in the face with a spear.
Yeah. Rose, have you ever done any, modding or anything like that?
Not much physical stuff. I have never used a fight stick in my whole life. I used to play Mortal Kombat machines, but that was it. But in terms of software stuff, I'm on that shit. When I was in my teens, I modded all the Pokemon GBA games. When I was emulating them, I modded the player sprite to have custom colors for me. Which was nice. Very basic thing to do, but it was fun. I made a couple 3DS themes. I want to try to make a Vita theme at some point, but it seems like a lot of work. I just like homebrew stuff in general. I went crazy on the Wii, I think, specifically. I tried to make a couple of fucked up model swaps in Smash Bros. Brawl, or I guess Project M specifically, but it was I could never figure out quite how to get it past the stage where they're just horrible stickmen. But it was funny to fool around with. Definitely changing the music and stuff was fun.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about downloading some of those Project M or Smash 4 mods, because they've been doing some really crazy stuff. They've been full on adding characters and all that shit. They just have Knuckles in Smash 4 now, and
wow,
some other characters. There's fucked up characters. Someone made a really good moveset for Shin Godzilla in Smash 4. I saw obviously not fair, but it's just oh no, this is a pretty good moveset. So it's wild. The mods are wild. I saw people are modding Smash 64 now, even adding characters to that. I don't know. I dig their design philosophy though, because it's not they're just being oh hey, we're adding, because they're mostly adding newer characters. So it's okay, yeah, we're adding Ganondorf. I think they added Dark Samus and Dr. Mario and just some of those characters. It was mostly clones at first, because obviously I think they're just trying to get used to it. Like, I think Young Link, too. Yeah. But they recently added Wario. And the thing that I really like about what they did with Wario is they didn't just port over, like, Smash 4 Brawl, you know, they didn't just port over that Wario. They made Wario as if Wario was getting added in Smash 64. So he's, like, all, like, classic Wario stuff. Like, he's based around, like, the shoulder charge and, you know, all that stuff. He doesn't have the bike. He doesn't have the waft. It's all just, like, classic Wario. Like Game Boy Color Wario, and I really appreciate that they did that instead of just being like, well, we just copied and pasted the character and then, you know, made him a 64 character. Like, no, they actually sat down and were like, hey, what if they put Wario in Smash 64 when Smash 64 came out? What would he be like? And they actually did that, and I think that's really cool.
I want to frickin' experiment with some of that wild stuff.
Yeah, for real. Whiskey White Mage asks, you are isekai'd into a world that is a combination of the last two games you played that are not Doom or Animal Crossing. Is your life better or worse? And explain your answer.
Fate going Final Fantasy 13-2 sounds pretty bad all around, I have to say. I don't know if anything good's happening there.
I don't think so either.
I guess you can... Well, never mind. I was going to say something rather crass, but...
I'm isekai'd into a blend of Dynasty Warriors and Suikoden? Okay. That would be me dead in, like, half a second.
I mean, I played Doom 1. I don't know if that counts. Does it have to be Doom Eternal, or can I just say Doom 1? Because that's that I wouldn't want to be in Doom 1. And then, I think I played some Pokemon a couple of days ago. So Doom 1 and Pokemon. That sounds pretty bad. Unless you're just, like, catching the demons? Maybe actually, you know what? Maybe that'd actually be kind of fun.
Cacodemon, I choose you!
Yeah, I mean, wait, that's just Shin Megami Tensei, hang on.
Yeah.
So...
You could change it to Persona if you wanted, even. You just...
Well, welcome to Persona, buddy.
I mean, look, I'll be real, and I'll just make it be SMT, and you know what? I'll try it. You know, I'm ready for a challenge. I might just get completely fucking my ass kicked, but you know what? Sure, I'll try it. The SMT world.
But at least you'd be hanging out with a giant dick on a golden chariot.
Hell yeah. You know, they always say don't meet your heroes, but you know. Okay. The Mighty Mighty Boss Stones asks, which Animal Crossing villager and Doom Demon should hook up? Who's dating? Or fucking, I guess. This says hook up.
Fucking,
so,
fucking what?
Yeah, are they fucking or are they dating? I guess that's question number...
I don't want to hear about any of the Animal Crossings fucking...
Fuck.
Alright, then
no, this is,
Alright, then
this
they're
is
dating.
the worst.
Then they're dating.
It's gonna be the goddamn clown and the cacodemon.
Alright, fine. There you go. There's your answer. Pytro and the cacodemon. Alright, what about you, Rose? Who's dating?
Fuck.
The Archfiend or whatever.
Archvile, yeah.
Archvile, that's it. I always forget. Archfiend's from Dragon Age. That's what it is. I got really fucked up by that. Archvile and Tom Nook. They're friends.
I was gonna say Tom Nook and the Marauder because I'm kind of sick and tired of.
Sure.
I'm kind of sick and tired of reading about both of them on Twitter. But Okay, Anonymous asks, what defines a bad gacha game in your opinion?
A gacha game?
Yeah. If I had to say the main thing, it's... It's, when they require you to put way too much time into it that isn't your choice, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, because, like, so, like, with Fate, you can spend a lot of time on the events, but you don't really have to most of the time. So I don't mind that much. Like, I can see all the story without going, like, crazy most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And even the main story is doing it at my own pace, and, like, the story's written really well. So I'm going to say that that's the main thing is a bad story or bad localization.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that kills it.
It kills it like all the way. When I was playing the Review Starlight mobile game, it was just like so like the events were well written, but playing through the main story was so bad that it was like I don't want to even deal with this. Whereas like the Madoka game is localized really, really, really well, so that even if like the combat's like pretty whatever, I'm like really like, oh, this is like really funny, like this is really like well written, this is like I can totally understand what they were going for and stuff like that, and you're not hearing like these guys are sick or whatever, like it's not like bad localization I think is the absolute worst thing you can get.
Yeah, like if I'm being serious with it, I'm gonna talk a little bit about like it just needs to be fun to play with its gameplay hook. Like I can get a while based on story, but eventually I'm just gonna stop fucking caring because it's not worth it. That's part of why I fell off Fate when it first came out over here.
Sure.
It's just like it's whatever, this is garbage, I don't care. The gameplay is not good enough to keep me involved. It's why I'm still playing like frickin' what's it called? The Nintendo one. My brain's not working.
Fire Emblem?
Dragalia, yeah. Well, it's why I stopped playing Fire Emblem, because the Fire Emblem is... I mean, it's kind of what I've learned from playing through Three Houses is like... Unless you've got really interesting stages, I'm not going to care much about your Fire Emblem game, which is why they've been kind of missing the last few. It's like, but like especially Fire Emblem Heroes, where it's just like, okay, there's nothing keeping me going when all I have is a small grid. And I'm essentially just playing chess instead of a strategy game. And there's no story keeping me caring, but yeah.
Definitely not. I think story is the most important thing. I really do.
I like I would put story at number 1, but it doesn't matter if you have an incredible story. If the gameplay is just plain bad,
Sure.
I'm not gonna care. I'm not gonna be able to get through it because there needs to be something there.
Yeah, I mostly just agree with y'all. Like, the gameplay has to be pretty good, and the writing is number 1. Because, like, Fate doesn't really have good gameplay, but I like the writing enough that I will pick at it here and there. So, you know, I like... writing is my number 1 thing in video games in general. I'll put up with some shitty gameplay if the writing is good. So, there you go.
Yeah, I'll do that same thing where it's just like, oh, okay, I drew enough 5-star characters that I just auto-battle everything because I don't give a shit about your systems.
But then Fate doesn't let you auto, so... let's see here. So this is from an anonymous user, but I know who sent it, because the person who sent it is what this question is about. Anonymous asks, have you played Dynamite Hetty? Because Dynamite Hetty follows me on Twitter and also follows Chooch on Twitter. So Dynamite Hetty is asking us if we have played Dynamite Hetty. He's on Twitter now. If you want to see what Dynamite Hetty's up to, he's mostly just like threatening people. And for a little bit there, I claimed that he was my son. He got really mad at me. I think he was gonna like attack me if I kept doing that. He said that his biological father follows him on Twitter, and it's making him very uncomfortable. So, have you all played Dynamite Hetty?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
How do y'all feel about Dynamite Hetty? Talk about his game. Maybe he'll be on the show sometime. We could ask Dynamite Hetty to be on the show.
Dynamite Hetty is certainly a game.
Okay.
There have been worse games.
Okay. Some shining praise about Dynamite Hetty on the podcast.
Rystar is better.
Wow. All right, so there you go.
At least it's not Bubsy.
That's
there
true.
You go. That is the official video game choo-choo opinion about
Clock?
Dynamite Hetty. It's not Bubsy. It's pretty okay. Hetty, if you want to be on the show, hit me up. You know, just say hey. You could be on. You could defend yourself. You can scream at us, I guess, if you need to. Figure that out.
Wait, Dynamite Hetty came out after Gunstar Heroes?
Guess so. He was busy. I don't know. Fucking ask him. He's on Twitter. Ask him. Ask him what's up. Like, Hetty, what the fuck is going on, dude? I don't know what's up with him. Just ask him. Anonymous asks, not many sites seem to be reviewing Persona 5 Royale or even talking about it. What happened?
Persona 5?
No, that's not what happened. It's a re-release. Yeah. There's no reason for mainstream outlets to cover it. The only reason you're going to... the only sites you're going to see doing it are either RPG sites who review pretty much every RPG that comes out because they're wild animals and I have nothing but respect for them for the most part, I have to say. But, like, it's just Persona 5. Like it's not even the case of, like, Persona 4 Golden, where that was portable, and it was, like, you know, there's incentive and reason to consider, like, what's going on there.
It's on the exact same console that it always was on, and the improvements are marginal and sometimes even detractors, like... especially when it's coming out around the same time as, like, Doom and Animal Crossing and Resident Evil and, like, Neo, like, all these huge games coming out all at once. Like, nobody's got the time to play a remake unless they're very, very invested in it. Like, and so, hell, people that are gonna buy that game are gonna buy that game. Like, there's not really a reason to review it. There's not really a reason to be like, well, you know, do you care? Because all the people that care played Persona 5 already. And then all the people that don't care have either played Persona 5 already and don't want to have to replay it again, or didn't play Persona 5 and they're not going to play this version. Like, there's not going to be a difference. It's just, there's no reason to talk about it again in detail.
Yeah, even then, a lot of, like, the reviews that are up there are just like, did you play it before? Yeah, then you don't really need this. If you didn't, I mean, you should play that game.
Yeah, I mean, I know that Tristan on the site, he's really into Persona 5. He might play that game. I don't know, like, this is not me being like, he's gotta do it, but, like, if he writes a review for that eventually, fucking sure. But, like, that's also because we're just we're not beholden to anything, too. You know, like, GameSpot has to do shit in a specific amount of time. Kotaku has to do shit in a specific amount of time. Like, smaller sites don't have fucking... You know, they're not going to get all the different codes. But if we email Atlas and we're like, hey, Atlas, can you give us a code for that? They probably will, because not that many of the big sites are asking for it, you know? Like, that's the kind of shit that's going on. That's why the smaller sites are getting their hands on it. But then, at the same time, I just think it's incredibly funny that, like, they're like, oh my god, Persona 5 Royal is, like, one of the best rated games on Metacritic, and it's because, like, all the tiny sites gave it a 10 out of 10, because, you know... It's a good game. It's Persona 5. Those are good games. But, you know, they're just like, yeah, this is good.
And it's a good game, especially since with the amount of time they probably had to review it, they were only able to get 3/4 of the way through the game before it got... Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how long they had, because I don't think it's even out yet.
No.
So
it comes out Tuesday.
Yeah.
Or comes out the 30th?
Okay.
No, the 31st. So yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not out yet when this is new. So I don't fucking know. It's a weird release, and yeah, it's not anything to, like, flip out about. Nobody's gonna, you know, like, maybe the bigger sites will have the full review when the game comes out. You know, like, who fucking knows? It's just. For now, the smaller sites rush through it because they don't have anything else to do, because it's not like they got codes for the bigger games. They're playing those games now. You know, like I'm getting my
Spazio games.
I just
95.
I'm gonna have my Doom review out, like, right around now, because I didn't get it early. You know, like, the smaller sites are probably gonna be posting their, like, Doom and Animal Crossing reviews around now, because that's the time frame that they have. That's just how this business is, and, you know, I just think it's, like, it's fine, that's fine, but them touting their Metacritic score is just very funny, and if the bigger sites do get around to posting those reviews, that Metacritic is going to, I don't want to say tank, because I'm sure that there will be just as many people being like, yeah, Persona 5 is a good game, they didn't really change anything, but whatever, they might, like, bump it down a score or two. But it's not going to be a 96 or whatever the fuck it is. It's going to be like an 80-something, or maybe even a high 70, because people are just going to be like, yeah, it's the same game. Fucking whatever, because that's what it is.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Harlequin Wheels asks, what's your favorite system in a multiplayer game that's optional, but just there to encourage players to interact? Like support unit / friend points in gacha games, or mailing presents in Animal Crossing? I've always liked, like, ghosts in racing games. I've always liked being able to compete against
and like Dark Souls.
I mean,
that too. Oh, I thought you were okay. Yeah.
No, I meant
right.
like in racing games where it was like, like, oh hey, this is how fast your friend was. Race them even if they're not actively playing. I like stuff like that. Like time racing is cute and fun. That's probably my favorite thing.
I've actually been super enjoying like co-op stuff with Neo 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just really like the way they've done it, where I can choose to team up with a friend, or sometimes I can, they died there, I can fight against them, or, hey, they put a stone down on the ground, I'm going to summon them to help me with this, like, enemy room before the boss.
Mm-hmm.
So I can get through that. Like, I've actually really enjoyed how they've done their multiplayer stuff in that.
Yeah. Rose, how about you?
So I'm sorry I interrupted you when you had a completely different thing and I wasn't thinking about it, but I like Dark Souls Ghosts. I just like seeing like players doing really stupid shit in the background and stuff like that, Mm-hmm. Like when you're playing Dark Souls and you just see a dude like walk off a cliff. His ghost just like walk off a cliff and die or something like that, or like walk into a chest and then all of a sudden float in the air and die, and you're like, oh, I know what's going on there. Like, I really like that silliness. Like, it doesn't need to exist, but it's super fucking funny. Other than that, emotes. I like doing high fives in Neo, trying to get the timing right when you're doing the co-op. You're just like, all right, no, you try like me and Scott had to redo it like 18 times in a row or something to try to get the timing exactly right.
Yep. Yeah. Oh. But definitely, yeah, emotes. Once again, Neo 2, that game is, the way it does the multiplayer stuff is great.
Let's see here. We'll just do a couple more.
Oh, we got a lot of them.
We got a lot of questions this time.
Hell yeah.
I guess we could talk about... Shulis asked which Animal Crossing villager is your child. I guess we could just talk about what our favorite Animal Crossing villagers are. I don't know, I don't really have like a crazy big preference. I've never really thought about that, but I feel like some of y'all do. Do y'all have favorite Animal Crossing villagers?
A buff sheep just really likes to work out, and I really like to encourage that, so I put a weight room into her house.
That's nice.
My favorite villagers are Static and Marshall. They're both squirrels. I obviously also like Rosie the cat, but that's just how it be. I have an edit of her holding a code red, which is pretty good. But yeah, like I just like all of them. I love the hamster villagers a lot. I think they're really cute and stubby. I love Stitches, the teddy bear one. Fucking genius brain there. All the Sanrio collaboration ones, I don't know if you've ever seen them, but wow. They're really good. Like, there's an elephant who has a teacup on their head because they like Cinnamon or whatever, and Cinnamon always has a teacup on his head. And it's really cute. And they did one for like all of them. Like I think like the 2-star ones, Kiki and Lala, the blue and hair and pink hair ones or whatever. That one's really good too. Like they did really good stuff with that. I really hope they do the Sanrio collab stuff again in New Horizons because it's really cute.
Sure, maybe there's a chance now that they're like doing all that kind of shit, like they're doing all the different like DLCs and all that.
Yeah, they just did it with Pocket Camp 2 like last year, so I wouldn't be surprised about it happening again.
Sure. We'll see. Okay, someone just sent a bunch of questions about ARMS. Someone was like, are you all going to do ARMS content? We need more ARMS content. Are you going to do videos about ARMS? ARMS is free for a couple of days. Please do ARMS content. I don't think we're going to do ARMS content.
Oh, come on, I'll set up a lobby. We could stream some garbage.
I played the demo of ARMS, and I kind of liked it, but not like enough to spend $60 on it.
It's a fun and really interesting game, but also, like,
Not
if you don't use the motion controls, it's terrible.
Not $60. No.
I mean, it's free right now.
Yeah, and I can play it now, and then when it's not free, I will stop playing it.
Good point.
That's what will happen there.
Yeah, I bought that game when it came out, and I played it for maybe an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun.
It's okay.
But
I'm sorry if you're a big ARMS fan and we're making you very upset right now, but yeah.
I respect the idea of ARMS. I think that Nintendo is bastards, as I will always say, and that game deserved better than being developed by them. Or, let's say published, I should say, specifically. Because the developers probably didn't do anything wrong. I think the entire release schedule that they did with that original game, where, like, even core features were being released, like, months after it came out, was, like, heinous.
And it didn't feel like it got any support.
No.
Yeah.
And, like, even now you see, like, they're doing this weird resurgence where they're trying to support it again, and, like, they're like, here's our big North American tournament. If you win in the top 8, you get 25 eShop dollars. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, guys? Like, that's not even enough to buy ARMS.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, that's more money given to an FGC thing than a lot of companies do sometimes.
It still sucks
I guess,
ass.
but they're hosting it and
Yeah.
I mean, like, the grand prize for, like, the Tekken World Tour being what it was is just like, okay.
Yeah. Should still say it sucks.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Solon asks, what are some good multiplayer recommendations that maybe we could all play together sometime? I will say, I'll give a quick shout out on Steam. 100% Orange Juice is free right now. Everyone should pick that up. We've been playing that in the GameZone.zone. You go to the Discord server that we have. That game whips ass. I thought Niall was going to beat the shit out of me last night when we played it, because he kept getting really bad rolls, and I just kept going, like I was like, yeah, no, this game's great, and then Niall just kept getting fucked over, and I'm just like, oh, I talked this game up a lot, and I think Niall's getting mad at it, but I think he had a good time at the end of the day. It was fun. That game's fun. I think everyone should get on that, and we can all play it, and we might be streaming that soon, too, you know? I think that's just a fun stream game, you know? We're all just hanging out, talking mad shit at each other about 100% Orange Juice. That sounds like a good time.
Sounds like a good time.
So yeah, that's my pick is Orange Juice. How about y'all? Do y'all have some multiplayer game recommendations?
I fucking wish Dokapon Kingdom had an online version, because then we could all hate each other. Nah, mostly just, hey, putting together some Smash lobbies, some lobbies in Grand Blue, some fighting game stuff, or like, God, I started playing, like, Twisted Towers, I want to say it was called again recently, where it's just, like, 4-player versus Tetris with physics, where you're trying to keep your tower from falling. There are some pretty good ones of those party games out there.
Sure. Rose, how about you?
I don't know. I'm really bad about multiplayer games.
Right,
you know what
fine.
I was thinking of playing recently?
What?
I was thinking of trying to play Metroid Prime Federation Force because I'm a sicko. I thought it would be kind of funny.
I did not expect that one.
No, I was re-downloading my copy of New Leaf to give my friend who's playing it recently some stuff from my town or whatever, and I was just thinking like, oh fuck, what if I like tricked 3 people into playing this with me?
Just play fucking Federation Force
In 2020.
God.
What better time?
Yeah, for real. For real.
God.
Alright, well, I guess that does it for this week's show. We got through all the questions, so there you go. Let's see here, as usual. At VGCC is our Twitter. VideoGameChooChoo.tumblr.com is our Tumblr. We have our Facebook, which is just Video Game Choo Choo on Facebook. The YouTube is youtube.com/VGChooChoo, I think. I'm not used to having, like, a YouTube link that works. I'm gonna double check, because I don't fucking know. /VGChooChoo. That does not work. Is it... Hang on. Video Game Choo Choo. Hang on, it's loading. Okay, that one works. Okay, so it's youtube.com/videogamechoochoo, all one word. That one works. I had to double check that one. Of course, you can find us on Twitch as well, which is twitch.com/VGChooChoo, where we stream all the time. It's great. It's fun. Of course, we have our Patreon, patreon.com/VGCC, where you can watch stuff like the Sekiro Let's Play, which just got uploaded on our YouTube. The newest episode just got uploaded on YouTube. And our Spyro Let's Play, which the last episode is up on Patreon right now. You can watch that right now before anyone else and see the finale. And also find out what our next Let's Play is going to be, because we talked about it on the show. Hope you're all very excited about that one. The GameZone.zone is our Discord server. You can type that into your browser and it'll bring you right there. And, of course, we want to thank Magic Circuit/Melt Channel for our theme song Crush off of the album Magic is Real. If you want to listen to more, it is meltchannel.bandcamp.com and Magic Circuit on Spotify. They just put out a new song under the Magic Circuit name. So check that out on Spotify. It's really neat. It's really good.
It's a banger.
It's really good. And that's it for that. Do y'all want to drop some hints at what y'all are doing, or drop your Twitters or anything like that?
Yes, you can follow me at twitter.com/JudgmentScythe, all one word. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/ChikatsuStar. That's all my stuff for now.
Mm-hmm. Rose, how about you?
I'm going to play a lot of video games. I don't know what will happen. Stay tuned. There's too many fucking video games coming out, and I'm dying.
God, no shit.
I'll probably say something about them. And you can always find me on twitter.com/ I'm just at Horngal. At Horngal. There you go. That's me. Mm-hmm. You can find me there. Just, so many games. Oh, boy.
For real. Alright. And I'm at JOHN_MICHONSKI. It's my Twitter. Please follow it. Thank you so much, everyone. We will be back next week with another episode of the Video Game Choo Choo podcast. So long.